Hi fam, and welcome back to our fifth episode of the Youth and Changing Tech Trends. I'm Tawheda Ali. I'll let my co-host introduce herself.
Hello guys, my name is Caroline Wavinya and welcome to the fifth episode.
You know, technology is growing, people are connecting out there, but there is a matter that we need to talk about. I think a lot of people have not been talking about it, but it's on us. So that is cyberbullying and online safety. It's a way to go, we have to talk about it. So can you break down for us the today's segments?
So, today we'll be having 4 segments, which are the forms of cyberbullying, how to report and protect yourself online. The third segment is the role of schools, parents, and tech companies, like their role in protecting people from being bullied. Yeah, and the fourth segment will be about creating a safer online culture.
You know, I think a lot of people nowadays are victims of cyberbullying, even without mentioning, the different ways of bullying people use online. Because apparently, I think first kuna hii design, when you post your photo, someone gives says main content to you, like, oh, look at you, you are skinny.
Yeah, people start trolling you because of the looks. And sorry, I feel like that's a bad online habit, because some of the people, I feel like they post to embrace themselves, to be positive about their bodies, about how they look.
Yeah.
But
because it's like, I'm trying to show you that I am confident and I like the way I am. But the problem is people take that in a negative way and start bullying you, saying, oh, look at you, those mean words and everything.
Yeah, and I feel like that has really become a problem, because ukiangalia in nini kama TikTok, you just go and do your content there, you post feeling so pretty, feeling so confident, and then people start telling you how you are when you're fat.
Yeah. Especially, I think TikTok is the leading online platform where people...
So that story of that South African girl.
Yeah.
That one I was showing you on TikTok. It was so sad, because the same people who were bullying her, telling her how she's so ugly, the way she's so fat, were the same people who were writing in the comment section, oh, rest in peace.
Seriously.
Geez.
And they're the reasons as to why she killed herself.
Yeah, and that's a bad habit, actually.
Yeah, and I think people should be very cautious of what they talk online. They should filter what they're going to talk, because one mean word, one mean comment can make a person commit suicide or do anything horrible to themselves. And imagine you tell me a mean word and I take it personally and I decide to end my life. How will you feel?
Very bad. Or actually you get depressed.
Yeah. Ama kuna another form of bullying that maybe people are not aware is, we are friends maybe, and then you put my personal information in public, you give out my phone numbers, my account, or my address,
Yeah, see, that is doxing.
Yeah.
I've never really encountered such thing in any social media platform, but I believe it exists. And I feel like you should have that consent before you post someone's information online. Yeah. I'm giving out someone's number, the account details. There should be that consent from that person. Are you really comfortable with this? But at times, it happens that it's your information or even your pictures being posted by someone you don't even know.
Yeah.
It's some sort of they are imposters.
Yeah, because I feel sometimes you get someone texting you like, oh hi, I got your number from a mutual friend. I wanted to know how you're doing. I'm like, excuse me, do I know you? You don't know them, but they know you. They know everything about you. They know where you live. They know where you work. They know where you go to school. I'm like, hey, you see? So I think like before giving out a person's number, you should just, Carol, someone is asking for your number, should I give them? Ama someone is asking for your address, should I give them? Instead of just giving out people's numbers and personal information without their consent.
And that one I feel like in a pose a security threat to the persona, because like for example, if I give out your home address, someone can come to attack you. Ama nikipeana your contact, ama nipeana,
they can just hack my number.
Yeah, and mostly kwanza hiyo ya kupeana addresses, you can really get attacked. Ama people wanakufanyia tu mambo mbaya, and it's really not nice.
And we also have these kinds of people who usually harass people online, ama send them threats.
Online bullies.
Yeah, you know. Like yesterday I was reading a story. I saw a girl posted a story on Snapchat. Let me read for you that story. I won't say her name for her safety and purposes, but it was so like pitying. Someone faking an account.
I feel like I've seen a similar case.
Yeah, so this girl says, I was offline for about a month because I was out to the village for fieldwork, and there's literally no network. Life out there was tough. Then out of nowhere, one random day, this girl texts me, threatening to hack my phone and talking trash about something I didn't even understand. So this person said, this is the message that she posted about this person. The imposter now sent the message to this girl telling her, the warning we gave you, you didn't comply to it. So we have hacked your number and all your accounts, and we're giving you a last warning to stop what you're doing. So we know that you have 2 accounts, so this is our last warning. You better close what you're doing silently, or tuamue sisi kukuweka mitandaoni with each and every evidence. Hii swala, it won't be heard by your family or your mom or anyone else in your life. Imagine even putting your family members in it. The decision is yours. This is a hacker who is not even from your country. So this girl tells her like, I don't even understand what you're saying. So the guy was like, weendelea na what you're doing, you'll just understand in the end. So the girl told her, oh, okay, hack, just...
It's a similar situation to that. What's this TikToker's name?
Boina.
Yeah, so you saw it where the hacker was threatening to sijui or atoe sijui nini in her phone. And I'm like, dude, you're still blackmailing people with things that are like zenyata haziwashika hata kidogo.
Because you see, this girl now says, and hours later her friend calls her and tells her to check her Snapchat. Then a girl posted her photo saying she's kind of a bad girl and everything. She does some bad things online. It says, I don't even know the person who posted that, and that person does not even know me. So you see, like, it's ruined her image, and also like it's led her to have like depression and stuff, because of the comments. So after that person hacked the number, they posted the girl's photo saying, oh, this girl is a bad girl and everything. So people started judging her.
But also, talking about threats and harassment, at some point you should be careful of what you're talking to people, like vitu zenye unaambia watu, the stuffs zenye una chat, the stuffs that you're sending to people, because at point ni when unapatanga like you like, let's say like una chat na mtu WhatsApp, then you've been sending them, let's say, explicit images, and then it comes a time that bond breaks, your friendship, your relationship, and boom,
You're exposed.
your content is exposed. But hiyo ni kama breach the privacy of that person, because those were your chats. That person trusted you enough to like kukutumia hizo vitu, and you guys trusted each other, but ukaamua it's sort of kumsaliti.
Yeah, but also on the same, I think sometimes it may be real photos of you, and sometimes, AI is growing.
Yeah,
so someone can just take my image and post it somewhere and say, and command AI, do this photo like this, put this photo like this,
AI manipulating the image, and then next you have Taweda's images exposed.
And you don't have such images maybe even on your phone.
Yeah. Another thing is like false information. Posting, like, you just say false information about people. I just come like in my, let's say, my Instagram page, then I put in my story, and I put your image, then I say, if you see this girl, she's a boyfriend snatcher, she has AIDS, she has this.
Like, it's so horrible. Ama sometimes they even post you as dead. Oh, this girl is dead, and everything.
Funny.
Ama is a con woman.
But these things actually sometimes appear as some sort of humors.
Yeah.
Mostly kwanza wewe unasema umepostiwa, mtu anapostiwa ako dead. To people it look like a dark humor, but inside huyo mtu mwenye amepostiwa na hiyo kitu itamuuma.
Yeah.
Like hata inaweza fanya like I feel ni kama people
maybe
don't want her to exist.
Yeah, that's
don't
true.
want that guy to exist, and it's not nice.
Yeah, on the same, I think some people even tend to create fake accounts of individuals.
Yeah,
yeah, maybe one day you just come to our account and say, oh, Tawheda, kumbe you have this other account. I didn't know. I'm like, I'll be like, which account? Kumbe someone just takes your name, your image, maybe you post, someone captures it, and afungua account with that name, and people will think it's you, and maybe it's not you. I think I've seen a lot of fake accounts of these celebrities or influencers. Most of them kuna watu wanatengeneza tu like a fake account.
Some are nice, like TikTok, you find like Rihanna fans, but in a post good content.
Yeah.
But I once saw in Facebook like someone impersonating another a girl who I knew. Like nimepost picha yako kama profile, then nimepost picha yako profile, then someone texts me, hey, hi Tawheda, then inakosa kureply, then I come and ask you, hey Tawheda, kwani siku hizi uko na pages ngapi? Then ask me, then I tell you, nimeona nini yako inaitwa the cute girl uko Facebook, unashangaa
I think it has ever happened to me when I was in high school. There was an account with my photo, but it wasn't like, I didn't have a phone by then, so I didn't understand how people are coming to me telling me you have an Instagram account, but I didn't have a phone. So I was like, no, that's not me. But the photo looked familiar, so I was like, I don't know who posted it. And how did this person get a photo?
Or
but
maybe it's someone close to you who is doing that.
Yeah.
Like maybe Mshai take photos with. Yeah. So, but in short, like to avoid all these like forms of online bullying and stuff, we should just be careful, like with
what we post and
with our content online, with what we have on our phones. Yeah.
Because the world is just, say everything is just dangerous and risky. Because once you want to post your photo, like, am I making the right decision for myself and for everything? Because one simple post can ruin your life.
Yeah. So we get into the second segment, which is about how to report, or rather protect yourself from the online harassment and stuff.
Yeah. So I think the first thing people should Any people should understand that when such an issue has come to you, don't be fast to take an action. First, relax. Like, I'm going to just chill, because ukianza kuonesha ile nini sasa ile you are being worried and everything, sometimes it gives that person like, this is how I can control this person. Unajua mtu anaweza kuja blackmail, but with the way you are going to react, with the way ataku approach, that's how that person is going to be like. So ikiwa uta-act too calm fast, that will be better, rather than acting too harshly, and they can just take an advantage on that.
At some point, si lazima prove a point that you can defend yourself. Sometimes silence is always better rather than saying things. You see, nowadays I see the comment section ni kama a battlefield for like kuangalia nani anajua kupeana comebacks, nani anajua kupeana matusi. If someone gives you a hate comment, just like you have like nini, si mtu anaweza delete.
You just turn off your comments.
Turn off your comments or avoid like unnecessary things. But kwanza kubishana na huyo mtu, I think it's not really,
because sometimes you can start arguing with a person, and then the other people are like they're siding with the a bully or a person,
and that can actually cause more harm than could you defend you. Having like 100 people backing up the other party and you be careful.
But may feel sometimes people know what they're posting, because sometimes kuna mtu post, they want you to comment, like they know very well this is going to intrigue some hate comment, but they don't know why they're doing it.
I feel like it's some positivity which I don't know ni positivity gani, because there's no way right now I'll just wake up a random day and just go post myself like nikiwa like, let's say half dressed with some weird clothes there, then I expect like people to, I know kuna watu wata like my fashion sense, but some will be like, most of them ni wale wenye watakuwa na those hate comments. But
and the good thing, I think, with most of the apps, you have an option you could block and report. So if you feel unsafe, maybe sometimes
like
you can just report.
Actually, I noticed with TikTok, like TikTok kuna comments huwezi tuma. Inakwambianga doesn't align with the community guidelines. And I feel that's nice, and it should be across all platforms. Answer Twitter, they don't filter anything.
But I think it's also in Snapchat, I don't know if it's Instagram, when you want to maybe deactivate your account, to remove someone, sometimes they ask you, what's the reason you are deactivating, what's the reason you are blocking or removing this person. So kuna option ya maybe bullying, harassment, and anything.
Yeah, I've seen that in Instagram.
Yeah. You can also take screenshots maybe for your, sometimes it can be a major issue. Maybe someone bullied you and it's on another level and you want to report them. So for you to be on the safer side, you can just take screenshots. At least if you go to the authorities, you have an evidence.
In cases like cases of defamation and like reputation ruining, I feel like it will be like best una take a screenshot and just screen record kama it was a video, because like say you can't go to like report to the authorities. Tawheda alinitusi online, Tawheda alidana information online kunihusu and it's false. They'll obviously ask for the evidence of you doing that. So you having evidence, I feel like utakuwa na a good base to build your case.
Because I think mostly on legal matters, what matters is the evidence. Because I can be an innocent person, but I don't have the evidence. So your question is Felicia.
But sometimes you can have the evidence, but money wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. And another thing, talk to the people you trust. You It's not a bad thing to build online friendships. Like meet new people online, make new friends. But at the end of it, ukisha make your friendship, jiulize we mwenyewe, can I really trust this person? What makes me so sure that I can trust Tawheda and we've just met online, we've never seen each other like ile physically, na ni mtu tu nimeona juzi.
Yeah, ama sometimes pia if you are ever going through that nini of maybe online harassment and bullying, you can just talk to someone you know. Okay, you can talk to an online friend and also pia maybe a parent, a friend sometimes, or a family member, like, oh, I'm going through this and this and this, and they can see how they can help you out.
But still, when you are sharing, don't like
overshare. Yeah, don't overshare your personal
information. You can
information.
overshare and then
someone uses it against you. That's the problem with a lot of people. Like, I'm trusting you with my information, and then you just backstab me with the same information I gave you.
Yeah, and there's this like use of privacy setting. I was just asking myself if I've like sijaenda kutry in apps, I see whether kuna kitu kama hiyo because I don't really post. Kuna like a setting whereby you can block some comments, some are blocked.
Yeah, okay, for me, I know, come out for Instagram, you can have a private account. So if you have a private account, whatever you post, if someone has not followed you and have not followed them back, they can see it. And like for the public account where everyone can see the post.
I'm asking about, like, let's say for comment section, if someone like, you see now in TikTok, setting a TikTok account, TikTok the app, you can't send like those. Kuna zile extremely rude messages. Hakuna settings kama hizo kwa any app.
I'm not sure yet.
Like which, like you block like those sensitive messages.
But I think with the invention of AI in many apps, maybe it's going to be like that. Because there is a day I was trying AI with some other words, and it was like, no, this is not allowed, So I think where it's going, yeah, these apps will maybe the use of AI will help integrate maybe a system whereby some people can't say those kind of mean words and bad words.
Yeah. And another thing, like people should just be careful with what you share, because it's like with what you share and who are you sharing that thing with, because no one is to trust. Either your best friend can just like post anything about you, aseme, Tawheda said this and this. Actually, my friends and I back in school we've ever encountered like such like nini. You see, when you are telling someone something, kumbe like people, you can just be there and then I'm telling you, hey Tawheda, unajua jana nilikosana sijui yo na rafiki yangu, jana tulifanya nini, and then Tawheda is there recording me. And
seriously.
It's just be careful with the content you are sharing.
Unless someone can, I think this usually happens maybe in where you have a lot of friend groups. I think in high school I've ever seen such a thing. We are a lot of friends, They come a group of 5 and I talk to you maybe. Oh, Karo, I'm trying out this thing, And then one of us just goes out to the people saying, oh, Tawheda is trying this and this. I'm like, you should not be doing that. That's so childish and maybe.
Yeah, Kwanza, that we were just laughing off that. We were in first year actually, and mi sikuwa nishaifikiria like someone can just set up their phone and just come to like kusikiza conversations zenu and stuff. Then I'm like, wow, okay. But it was a lesson because nilijua like the methods people use. Yeah.
So I think people should also like report such incidents to the relevant people, you know.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can say, oh, I'm going to report this to this person, but they cannot help. That's why I think we have some of the maybe organizations you know that monitor mambo na bullying and online cyber threats.
Yeah.
We can dive into the third segment, that is the role of schools, parents, and tech companies in this matter. Like, what are they supposed to do? Because I think they play a major role in this. If they are going to get into this deeply, I think it's cases where they can minimize. Tech companies should also should also play a role in regulating this mambona online safety and everything, because they're the developers of the apps and everything. They know much more than us, the audience. So they should either come up with tools or systems that are going to like detect mambona kama maybe fake account harassment. In fact, if if it's possible, they can just automatically like block a person maybe when they are sending mean messages and everything.
And another thing, if like let's say like Instagram notices like mtu ana send like a hate comment or stuff, and that hate comment has been reported, because most of the time ni zenye like users report those hate comments from the comment section, and maybe some of them are not like taken seriously. They should start like acting like fast.
Yeah.
Afterwards. Because the more like
They
naendelea
delay.
kuona hate comments, like person reporting kila saa ana report this person has been commenting badly in their post, we should act, because the next time huyo mtu ataona hiyo comment, and kuna watu huku nje ni masaiko, and you can start looking for Tawheda. The next thing we hear, Tawheda is no more. Reason alicomment vibaya, ama you hear that someone was bullied and that's why he fell into depression, that's why he like killed himself. Yeah.
They can even have reminders like before posting, are you sure you want to post this? Just like the way when you want to deactivate the account, they usually tell you, are you sure you want to deactivate the account? So before someone posts a mean thing or an explicit photo, they should just ask, are you sure this is the right thing to do?
And another thing, they should partner with like the government, the non-governmental organization, to like create sort of awareness campaigns, because like online bullying, Nikito, I don't feel like a lot of people take it like seriously. Yeah, people take it lightly, and then they are like, we're just here to have fun, yeah, to pay any comebacks, but at the end of it, there are people who are hurting because of it. So we should have like awareness campaigns. Unapata kuna hii month sisi kama Kenyans tumeamua that we're going to like have walks, like you see the way kuna funganga barabara and then people have walks,
just with no fights and
what do they walk, you create awareness, you say people be nice to each other. Maybe hata kama haitafikia wote, 10 out of those 50 people will get the message. And the next time 10 out of the 40 remaining will get the message, and at least the issue of bullying people online itakuwa imepunguza watu wenye wanaifanyanga.
We should be winding up with our last segment, that is creating a safer online culture. You know, I think maybe one of the major problems as to why people also indulge in mambona bullying, maybe some people have, as you said, you told me, some have low self-esteem. So you feeling bad about yourself does not mean that you should also make others feel bad about themselves. That's why you should just act kindly. Just be kind to anyone you know. Sometimes you can just walk on the street and someone's like, "Oh, you look so good. Oh, you look so kind. Just appreciate people and appreciate yourself also, because you can't appreciate watu sana ukajisahau mwenyewe.
Yeah, actually being kind is nice because, like, as you're saying, like, those who bully people, you see now, you might be also a victim of bullying, but you don't have to make the other people suffer.
Because of what you suffered.
Yeah, because of what you suffered. You should just, like, if you see, let's say, someone being bullied, you should even just take your time to make that person feel nice. Tell them, don't listen to these comments. Just take a social media break to avoid, like, making other people victims of online bullying. So if you get bullied, don't reciprocate that bad energy with bad energy. Yeah. Reciprocate it with goodness. Najua watu wanasemanga siwezi lipisha uzuri ubaya kwa uzuri, but at some point it's nice. Usilipishe hiyo ubaya ulifanyia, ulipishe na ubaya ingine. Yeah, you can just choose to ignore. Actually, ignoring will make things better.
There is a girl I usually see on Snapchat. She usually encourages people. I'm like, this girl, she's just kind of an inspiration to the people. Especially, she's a girl. And, sometimes girls text her like, people people are ignoring me, people are mistreating me. And she's always kind to these people. Like, she's usually very kind. She talks to people nicely. She's like encouraging them, please don't listen to the negative side of the people. Just be positive,
That's like being a bystander, someone who's supposed.
She usually supports a lot of girls emotionally.
They should also support men because as much being men's mental
brothers are there suffering.
Yeah. Men are also there suffering. It's not like us ladies who suffer years alone.
I think it's a problem. It's a major problem. The people have this notion that men should be strong, men should not cry. So as a man, that does not, at you being a man crying will make you look like you're a weak person. No. If after you cry out, that thing is coming out. Then staying with that thing, it keeps on building up, you're hurting yourself every now and then. So just speak out. You have a problem. You're a man, you have a sister, you have a friend, you have a mother, you have a wife, maybe. Just talk to them.
Yeah,
don't be like, oh, I'm a man. You're a man. We are seeing you as a man, but deep down you are hurting.
Yeah, everyone has that moment of vulnerability.
Yeah.
I feel like if I could suppress that feeling until unafika to a point that you are getting depressed, you can actually seek professional help from therapists, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, if you feel like you people in your community are going to tell you, oh, you're a coward, a man should not be depressed, go see a therapist.
Another thing, in order for us to create a safe online community, you should think, you as an individual, what am I posting? What am I commenting in this person's post? Because the more people tend to not to think about what they are posting, the more to increase that issue of online bullying. Juu ukoshua sahii au watu andika hizo hate comments, huyo mtu akitake time asome chenye ameandika, hata idelete achane nayo.
They have to.
Yeah,
because as a human you just have to
juu hata kuna kale kakitu umeandika hii, ukoshua unatuma.
People can also start with the trends, positive trends. Kama venye kuna these hashtags za Gen Z, hashtag sijui nini nini.
Ama
You can also
hop in kwa hiyo trend ya Gachagua ya hi cousins.
Hi cousins, yeah, like you can have a hashtag, let's stop cybercrime. I mean cyberbullying. Let's keep it safe online, and everything, mostly on Twitter, TikTok. At least a campaign, people will be like, will be motivated. And that's how people will get to learn like the effect. Is a mtu anabully others, but they don't know the impact. Maybe they haven't learned about it or anything. They have never experienced it. That's why they don't know the impact.
But I feel like most of the people are ignorant. Because you can have that education of unajua like uko na hiyo knowledge ya mimi Caroline, I know like kubuli mtu kumtumia I hate comment is bad, but I'm just ignorant. I'm like sinishauri yake I feel venye atafeel, which is not a good thing to do. So people should like stop that ignorance they have. Yeah, so that we can make like these social media platforms to be like a safe place for everyone.
Yeah, and also we can educate. By adding on that, we can also educate others. We can have like, sessions, campaigns, just
a live talk.
You just guys, so today I wanted to talk to you about cyberbullying, this and this and this. Kama TikTok, some of them usually do, especially kukuwa na arise ya mambo na case, maybe ya mambo na suicide, ama someone was bullied. They usually come out say, so this and this and this and this happened. Because sometimes it's not necessarily like online, but physically, like especially in schools. Sometimes you can get a kid amekuja nyumbani and is like, people at my school are calling me ugly. Maybe they're calling me bad. So you can just teach the teachers up, or if the parents also, you can just sit with the kids, you have to be this and this and this. Other than like, just letting them doing whatever they're doing, harming other kids and everything.
Also about educating people, you are not only supposed to like educate these people about ubaya wa online bullying. You're also supposed to create a community for people. How when you may experience bullying, you have a live session with them. You create meetup. Unasema if you have ever been like online bullied, meetup ni Uhuru Park. Let's come there, share, and you just educate them on how to remain positive about themselves, how to gain back their confidence, and how to embrace how someone is.
I think I saw one group currently, I don't know if it's in Nakuru or Nairobi, they have like kind of a session, they meet up, but those are mostly people who are depressed or are undergoing mental issues.
But some
they're
of
meeting
those
up,
they are caused by that.
Yeah, so they're usually meeting up as friends. They go out for picnics, talk to each other, learn new things, explore and everything. At least like it can just, it's kind of healing.
Yeah. And doing that will actually create a more healed society rather than like kuendelea ku create like society yenye bado ina suffer from those like online stuff.
You can also people can also be taking breaks from social media. Sometimes personally I just decide, I'm like, this is enough. I've been on Instagram for a long time, or I've been on Snapchat for a long time. Let me take a break for now.
Deactivate that account. Actually,
because sometimes it might not be because of bullying, but sometimes you just realize that I'm using more time on the social media than on myself.
You are just consuming a lot of negative content.
So you just, instead of consuming negative things, I just deactivate, chill for a while, take time to be with myself and everything. Until you are good.
Wala sio lazima ushinde Instagram. Chukua earphones zako, listen to music, because
those girlies usually on YouTube, they usually have those kind of talks, say healing, new. It's so nice. You can just listen to them and.
Yeah, but taking a break from the social media, that's the thing that actually helps the most, because your time when you take a break, you get to think about yourself, you get to think, I was bullied online, how has it affected me, how am I going to get healed? If like I can't heal by my own, where should I seek help? Yeah. And
You know, adding on that, our mental health is the first priority.
true.
Mental health, because sometimes you can be feeling weird, badly, and you're like, oh, what's happening to me? And maybe it's the mental issues, because I feel like we should be talking more on the mental health. Like, mental health should be a priority right now in this generation. With everything that's going on in our lives, mental health should be a priority, because we tend to ignore mental issues. That's when it becomes worse. You know, someone can even go crazy, but it's mental issues. People don't want to speak out, people don't want to talk. So,
But most of the times, the reason why people don't speak out is because of that fear of being judged.
yeah.
But for you, like, to heal from those traumas and those bad things, that negative energy, you need to talk to someone. You need to let out that thing. Speak to someone you can trust. You have your mothers, your sisters, your brothers, cousins. You can talk to them, tell them I experienced this, and by doing that, hiyo kitu like sort of itakutoka, and you will not also subject another person to that. Yeah.
So, as we wrap up this episode, I'll just like to remind our people that you should be kind, be real, use the efforts that you have to fight cyberbullying. If you see someone bullying others, just tell them this is not right, this is the right way to go. Instead of shutting your mouth and, it can get worse, while you can just tell a person, I can just tell you, Caroline, what you're doing is not right. Please correct yourself. And that's how maybe you're going to correct yourself. So let's use the opportunity to correct ourselves, to be there for each other, and let's stop cyberbullying.
We should just end it. Yeah. So, listeners, we've come to the end of our episode. It was such a nice episode. We hope you'll enjoy it the way we've enjoyed it. Yeah. And don't forget, like, you guys are watching and you're not liking. Don't forget to watch, subscribe, like, and to turn your notifications for you to be notified when we post another episode. Thank you for listening and watching. I'm Caroline Wavinya.
I'm Tawheda Ali. See you on the next episode.